I was thinking, and who are you? And who are you? Staff. That's a weird name. And what are you doing here? Oh, you need a dress for your cousin. Thursday. Another weird one. Thursday. So, oh well, yes, nice to meet you. Thursday. And she likes what? Oh, dark stuff. Okay. Oh, and a shirt dress. Okay. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's see how I can help. Let me see what fabrics I have for that. Oh, you brought one. Okay, that's good. This is a nice cotton and it's quite flowy, so it won't be stiff. That's really good, and it has the colors you were saying. Okay, good. So let's do that. Well, he doesn't talk a lot, so for what I can guess and understand, this girl wants a shirt dress with this black material with white flowers and the cuffs and collar in white, in shirt material, in shirt fabric. So I'm going to do it as simple as possible because this is just a last minute deal, so let's get on with it. Not long ago, one viewer, Albina, told me she would like a shirt dress, so I hope this one is useful. Even though I made a shirt from scratch last year, I'm going to trace the pattern again for this dress in particular because I want to do it a bit differently. Shirts are usually straight, they don't have any shape, they have yokes on the back, and they also have a box plate that you have to cut apart. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to include the box plate in the shirt, in the dress, as I did with the peanut blouse, and then of course I'm not going to add any yokes because I think it's not necessary for this, and I'm going to give it a bit of a shape. Instead of cutting it straight down, I'm going to include the darts and cut it with the shape of the waist, with the help of the skirt block as well. So I'm going to be needed the front and back blocks for the bodies, and of course I'm going to add the skirt block, which will give me the dress shape, and the sleeve one because it's going to be a long sleeve one. With the help of my blocks, I'm going to trace a fitted shirt dress with the plackets included. And I'm going to start by sewing together the back and front and hemming the plackets. Next, I'm going to put together the sleeves and make some simple cuffs to add to them. The collar needs to be sewn together and then add it to the collar stand so you can sew it to the shirt and add the sleeves and buttonholes and buttons. Where did I put my blocks that I just said I'm going to use? Oh, you had them. Okay, that's fun. Thank you. You have all of them. Okay, good. And the other one, the back panel. Okay, thank you. Good job. And the skirt is going to have an A-line when coming down. In my opinion, A-line skirts suit everybody. I was talking about that with a viewer the other day on Instagram, and I'll leave you the link down below in the description box so you can follow me there because we can talk and have a chat easier than here on the comments. Where did I put my scissors again? Can't find any. Ah, of course, you had. Hey, careful with that. Careful. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you. The fabric has been quite nice to cut, and I have 2 meters, and it was apparently $9.99 a meter, $9.90, sorry. And the first thing I'm going to do is to sew the 2 front panels to the back by the shoulders and the side seams. And I'm going to sew as well the sleeves along the side seam so they are ready, because it makes me feel like I'm making progress. No problem at all sewing. I used a cotton thread and a thin needle because the material is quite thin. And now I'm going to do the box plates with the help of the iron. Are you serious right now? And now that I have the body of the dress done, I'm going with the collar and cuffs. For the cuffs, it's going to be, well, for everything I have this white cotton, the typical one you use for shirts, and I have some interfacing, only a thin one, so it's not too stiff. And what I'm going to do for the cuffs is to cut 2 rectangles of material that are going to be folded right sides together and sewn on the sides. So then I can fold again and sew to the cuffs. And for the cuffs, because this is going to be just an ornament, it's not going to have buttons or anything, I'm going to leave it a bit open. And for the opening, for the slit, I'm going to open the seam and sew right along the sides this little U. And for the collar, I need 2 different pieces. I need the collar stand and the proper collar. And for the collar stand, I'm going to cut 2 rectangles of material measuring the length of the neckline, so I can measure that as well. And then it can be 2 or 3 centimeters wide, depending on what you like. And once you have traced that, right in the middle, I'm going to lower it 2 centimeters so I can then trace it curvy, because your neckline is not straight anyway. And for the collar, the same, 2 rectangles of material that then we have to curve and make it a bit diagonal, so we have these peaks. So let's see, I'm a bit afraid of collars still, I haven't done so many of them, so let's see how it goes. For the collar, I think I only have to interface one of the faces, so I'm going to do that, and after that I'm going to sew them right sides together on 3 sides, on the peaks and the longer bit, so the bottom is open to sew it to the collar stand. And now to sew it to the collar stand, I think I have to make a sandwich, right sides together, everything, and with the different curve as well. If I did it right, I'm doubting about this, I'm not sure now. But I'm going to try and do it, and then be careful with the 2 edges, with the 2 ends, so the curve looks nice. And now the same as the cuffs, I'm going to push the collar stand in so I can pin it to the dress neckline and sew everything together. Another sandwich. Well, the collar looks nice, a bit big, but it's what I was asked for. And one thing is that this hand told me that this girl is more or less my size. So when I tried it on, I thought it was a bit loose on the bust area. So I made emergency darts right here towards the armhole. And what I did is I just tried it on, right size in, so I could pin it and sew the darts fast. And now I'm going to sew the sleeves, which look quite nice. And what I have to do, you have to be careful about which side is which and which sleeve is what, so you don't confuse, you don't mess the sides, because if not, they will be really uncomfortable. So folding it by half long ways by the side seam, the longer bit, the wider bit is the back, so this means this is my right sleeve. So we have to align it to the two seams together and start pinning. And what I always do is that I do it on the wrong side, like this, on the wrong side of the dress, which is easier. It looks rather nice. I wasn't worried about the sleeves at all. I was worried about the collar. It looks sort of nice, I guess. I still get nervous about collars because I haven't made as many shirts and blouses, and because I trace my own patterns, it still makes me a bit nervous. And another thing I don't like doing is buttonholes. Why? Because you have everything finished, looking nice, and now you're going to drill and open things in your finished garment, so it's a bit stressful. So let's see. And buttons, are you helping me to adjust the buttons then? Okay, it's good to have help in the sewing room, isn't it? Which ones then? Black, of course, but which ones? That one, okay, good. Thank you. We chose, the two of us, little buttons for it in black that are going to look nice, so let's do that. When opening your buttonholes, you have to be really careful because these are ever so dangerous. You can end up ripping the whole thing. So I recommend using one tip I saw once is to put a pin on each end so you don't rip everything. And for the buttons, of course, there is a foot with your machine, but you need a plate to put underneath so the fabric doesn't go on, so it stops a little bit. What happens that I'm missing that piece, I'm missing that plate, I don't know where it is, it's been missing forever. But one viewer, Wendy, told me that a good tip is to put your machine on your zigzag stitch and in the lowest stitch length. And to finish it, I need to hem it with a double hem and the help of the iron, so it's easier to do. And that will be it. Why would you do that? You wasn't a child. And with this, we're done. Looks quite nice. I hope she likes it. So let's see when he comes and pick it. Oh, you're already here. Okay, good. See you next time. I hope she likes it. Bye. Well, this is obviously not Disney or Pixar, but I hope you've enjoyed it and you had fun watching this shirt dress made. I really like the dress as it is, and I like it opened to wear it as a long shirt. Of course, not close to the neck because it stresses me out, but I think it looks quite cute. I hope you've liked it. Let me know then in the comments what you thought, any suggestions, any doubts, and don't forget to subscribe and to like. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot, and that way you don't miss anything, because I upload a video once a week and I leave you another Halloween tutorials so you can have a look. Bye.
Tuya corta.
Déjame hacerlo en inglés.
Ahora ya vamos a hacerte de cerca.
Vale.